and welcome to the WRMN 10 o'clock news. My name is Dennis Green. In today's news, we've got a Cary man who has been charged with setting a house ablaze. Geneva blood drive coming up. Schaumburg and Hoffman Estates set up emergency connection for water. And Moms for Liberty are looking at an activist teacher's dismissal. But first, let's get to the weather. Currently, it is 75 degrees here in Elgin. Sunny skies climbing our way all the way up to 84. 56 is our low for today. Tomorrow, 86 is our high. Also sunny, with 58 being our low. Thursday, partly cloudy, coming in at 86 as our high with a 61 on that low. And Friday, as temperatures start to come down with a high of 80 and that partly cloudy 62 being our low. As we start off as well, we want to read the lottery numbers from yesterday. Good luck. Midday pick 3, 778 with that 7 kicker. Midday pick 4, 883 with a 0 on the end. Evening pick 3, 253 with a 6 on that fireball. Evening pick 4, 1576 with the 5 on the end. The midday lucky comes in at 1, 12, 13, 28, and 41. And the evening lucky day coming in at 1, 11, 13, 19, and 28. Lotto comes in at 1, 4, 5, 10, 18, and 49. That extra shot being 24. The Lotto Million 1 comes in at 6, 8, 10, 18, 26, 27. The Lotto Million 2 comes in at 2, 18, 21, 27, 43, 50. Here are your Powerball numbers for Monday: 14, 15, 32, 42, 49, with that extra ball coming in at 1. Good luck to everybody out there. Remember, you have up to 1 year to claim. Let's hit to one of our headline stories here. A Cary man charged with intentionally setting a house near Round Lake ablaze. A Cary man is facing arson charges after Lake County authorities say he intentionally set a home near Round Lake on fire Monday afternoon, destroying one house and causing damage to 3 other neighboring homes. Robert D. Newman, 43, is charged with aggravated arson and residential arson, according to Lake County Sheriff's Office. Firefighters responding to reports of multiple house fires Monday were hampered by the ongoing police investigation on the 35,000 block of North Summit Place. Round Lake Fire Protection District officials said they were called to the scene a little after 2:30 p.m., but were initially halted because of police activity. Sheriff's investigators were trying to track down a man that 911 callers had reported leaving the house with a gas can shortly before it became engulfed in flames. Once police found and arrested Newman, multiple homes were on fire, officials said. One firefighter suffered injuries requiring transport to Advocate Condell Medical Center in Libertyville. He was treated and released, fire officials said. Another firefighter and civilian were also treated for minor injuries at the scene and released as well. Firefighter officials said one of the houses was destroyed and a second sustained significant damage and was deemed uninhabitable, while 2 others sustained minor damage. Authorities said Newman was renting a space above a detached garage at the home set ablaze. It is unclear why he set the home on fire, investigators say. No one was inside the residence at the time of the fire. Investigators recovered a nearly empty gas can from the detached garage Newman had access to, officials said. Newman is due in court this morning for a first appearance. When we come back, we've got no injuries reported in 2 Aurora fires, and even a dog was rescued. Here on the WRMN 10 o'clock news, we'll be right back.
Most people out here think that taking care of one another is important. And most people would step up for a neighbor going through a tough time. Most people around here help out friends and family when they need it. But the funny thing is, most of us won't look for help when we need it. If you're struggling with mental health, you should know that there are resources out there that can help. And it's okay to talk about it if you need to. One place to get started with information is loveyourmindtoday.org. Loveyourmindtoday.org offers a range of guides, instructions, and insights for dealing with difficult situations or getting through a tough time. If you're struggling with mental health, get the help you need, because most people out here really care. Visit loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
What's the best way to get rid of a timeshare that you don't want? Call the Timeshare Exit Hotline. We're a group of attorneys that help customers legally exit their timeshares. It's an easy process. We guarantee results or you pay nothing. Exit your timeshare today. Call now.
800-890-5957. 800-890-5957. That's 800-890-5957.
Hey Bear fans, want your business heard during every heart-pounding moment of the game? WRMN 1410 is now offering in-game ad spots for Chicago Bears broadcasts. Be part of the action as thousands of die-hard listeners tune in each week. Whether it's a touchdown, a turnover, or a timeout, your message will be right there in the mix. Spots are limited and going fast. Call WRMN 1410 today and score big with in-game advertising that delivers results. WRMN 1410, where Chicago comes to play. Get in the game with the Chicago Bears and WRMN.
Welcome back to the WRMN News. I'm Dennis Green. No injuries reported in 2 Aurora fires, and a dog was rescued. There were no injuries on 2 unrelated house fires last week in Aurora. The first fire was reported just before 1 p.m. Thursday at the 2400 block of Whitehall Court, according to a press release from the Aurora Fire Department. Aurora police officers arrived on scene first and safely removed a dog from the home. The Aurora Police Department shared a video of the rescue in a press release. Once on scene, firefighters were able to extinguish the blaze. The home remained habitable, but residents were advised to keep temporary accommodations until the scene could be cleaned up. The second fire occurred shortly after 9 a.m. on Saturday on the 100 block of West Hampton Court. Firefighters arrived on scene to find heavy black smoke coming from the roof of the home. They were able to bring the fire under control in 15 minutes. The property was deemed uninhabitable due to a large water damage and overhaul needs. The causes of the fires are unknown and they remain under investigation. To follow this story, make sure you go to thedailyherald.com. In other news, teenager dies after crashing an e-bike into a pickup truck in Arlington Heights. A 16-year-old Mount Prospect boy died after crashing his e-bike into a pickup Monday evening in Arlington Heights. The teen was headed north on Reuter Drive, approaching Grove Street just before 7:30 p.m. A 2021 Ford F-150 pickup truck was headed east on Grove when the e-bike collided with the truck's rear passenger door, police said. Early investigations indicated the teen disobeyed a stop sign at the intersection. There was no stop sign for the driver. Witnesses told investigators they estimated the e-bike was traveling 30 to 40 miles per hour at the time of the crash. The teen was not wearing a helmet. The teenager was transported to Advocate Lutheran General Medical Center in Park Ridge with traumatic injuries, police said. He was pronounced dead after 10 p.m. The driver of the pickup was uninjured, and the police do not believe the driver was impaired. The teen's identity has yet to be released, and an autopsy is slated for the boy later today, according to Cook County Medical Examiner. Again, to follow the story, find Jake Griffin out on the Daily Herald. A man was charged with burglaries in Naperville. Several Naperville businesses from late July to early September. Prudenko Urban, 45, who does not have a fixed address, was charged with 6 counts of burglary, according to a news release from DuPage County State's Attorney's Office. Court records for previous cases indicate he used to live in the 1200 block of Whispering Court, Naperville. The Naperville police arrest Urban Sunday. Naperville police arrested Urban Saturday. He was found inside of a vehicle with a smashed window in the 1500 block of West Ogden Avenue. He's accused of burglarizing Spice Mart at 1552 North Aurora on July 24th, Marathon Gasoline Station on Ogden Avenue on July 28th, Ogden Wine and Spirit on Ogden Avenue on August 27th, and Bombay Chopsticks on Ogden Avenue on September 5th. Charging documents do not state what, if anything, he may have taken. The charges are not detainable offenses. On Monday, a first appearance court judge set conditions for Urban, including not entering any Marathon, Ogden Wine and Spirit, Bombay Chopsticks, or Spice Mart locations. But also on Monday, in a different courtroom, prosecutors filed a petition to revoke his release on a previous case. In June, Urban was charged with a misdemeanor retail theft. He was accused of stealing food and beverages from the Park 2 Shop store at 4334 East New York Street in Aurora, according to court records. That petition is scheduled to be heard this morning. Geneva Blood Drive coming up, and restaurateurs to open the Guild in Wheaton. Also coming up, we've got Moms for Liberty looking to dismiss an activist teacher, and District 300 board president faces backlash for comments on Charlie Kirk. This is the WRMN 10 o'clock news. We'll be right back.
Are you dreaming of a getaway? Want to leave the stress of daily life behind? Whether it's a relaxing cruise or an adventurous land escape, planning the perfect vacation doesn't have to be a hassle. At Cruises International, they specialize in vacation destinations, land and sea, making your dreams come true. Located at 1721 Moon Lake Boulevard in Hoffman Estates, Cruises International isn't just about booking travel. They're your personal concierge, trusted travel advisor, and advocate. Your preferences are unique, and they'll take the time to understand exactly what you're looking for. From personalized service to their global network of specialists, they ensure that your vacation is tailor-made just for you. It's time to plan the vacation of a lifetime. Call 800-255-7447. That's 800-255-7447 today and speak to a cruise and vacation expert. Cruises International. It's time to set sail to your dream destination.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
I'll trust water bottles and a flashlight to save the day, but I'll be proved wrong.
With a tornado approaching, I'll realize that I lack a wheelchair-accessible shelter.
When the floodwaters rise, I'll be up in the attic with 20 cans of beans. It's a recipe for disaster.
let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
When it comes to orthopedic and spine surgery, Prime Healthcare St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin leads the way. Recognized by U.S. News and World Report as a high performer across multiple surgery types, we offer advanced and minimally invasive procedures supported by state-of-the-art imaging technology. Our expert surgeons and compassionate care teams are here to help you move, heal, and live better every step of the way. St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin, exceptional care close to home.
Welcome back to the WRMN 10 o'clock news. I'm Dennis Green. To find more 10 o'clock news or to follow the station, go to youtube.com and find WRMN Radio. If you ever miss a 10 o'clock news, that is posted immediately after it is done being live here. So I guess you could listen to the 10 o'clock news at 11. It's up to you. A Geneva blood drive over at the United Methodist Church of Geneva will host a memorial blood drive from 2:30 to 7 p.m. Thursday, September 18th in the Fellowship Hall at the church at 211 Hamilton Street in Geneva. The blood drive is dedicated to the memory of a 7-year-old boy who was given blood transfusions to keep his organs viable for donation. To register or to get more information, call Linda Tamlin at 630-222-3624. Again, that's the United Methodist Church of Geneva hosting Memorial Blood Drive from 2:30 to 7 p.m. on Thursday, September 18th. For more information, call Linda Tamlin at 630-222-3624. Sections of Kennecott Avenue from Heinz Road to University Drive in Arlington Heights will be closed through traffic from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. for approximately 2 weeks due to street reconstruction. Contractors on site will be placing barricades on the nearest side of the street to direct traffic away from Kennecott Avenue while the closure is ongoing. The project is part of Arlington Heights Street Reconstruction and Rehabilitation Program. For more information, visit tinyurl.com/48ZNYSXX. Yeah, that's on you. Put a better link, please. Schaumburg and Hoffman Estates are also setting up emergency contractor or emergency connection for water systems. Hoffman Estates and Schaumburg are establishing that interconnection between their water systems to better prepare for the type of rare problem that's happening earlier this year. They, along with neighboring suburbs of Elk Grove Village, Hanover Park, Mount Prospect, Rolling Meadows, and Streamwood, found themselves already prepared to rely on backup sources during the 4-day repair of a leak in the Northwest Suburban Municipal Joint Action Water Agency water main in the spring. In other news, we are pulling up, the Lombard Senior Fair will offer free health screenings, flu shots, and access to resources when the popular event returns next month. The Park District's Madison Meadow Athletic Center will host the fair from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Wednesday, October 1st The Park District also will offer free all-day passes to the facility at 500 East Wilson Avenue. The Secretary of State's mobile driver's license facility will be available to renew licenses, vehicle registration stickers, and state ID cards by appointment only. Agencies, community groups, and vendors will provide information about products and services for seniors, including home health care. The event is coordinated by the village's Community Relations Committee. For details and to schedule an appointment for the DMV services, visit villageoflombard.org/seniors. Don't forget, we are 4 days, 7 hours, 33 minutes, and 3 seconds away from the America's First Responders Fest. That's a Hampshire community event in downtown Hampshire, Saturday, September 20th. Here in the Fox River Valley, rain or shine, the stage presentations are going to have first responder recognition from a multitude of different stations and precincts and places here that serve the Fox River Valley. Live entertainment by Rick Lindy and the Wild Ones, Mixed Company Band, and Canyon Arrow Light featuring Tim and Joe. A classic car show presented by Eagles Club 1047. That's over at Gilbert's. Additional attractions are vendor booths, food trucks, kids' activities, and also being able to meet your favorite WRMN hosts. Proceeds end up going to True Patriots Care, also to Canines for Veterans, and the Team Peer Support Group for firefighters and police here in Illinois. Also, coming up on October 2nd is the 59th Annual Salute Dinner presented by the Elgin Township Republicans. The social hour over at the Holiday Inn begins at 6 p.m., followed by a dinner and the program. That's the Holiday Inn over at 495 Airport Road in Elgin. $70 per person, $59 for seniors 65 and up. And at the door, it's $75 per person. If you're looking at a table, it's $520 for a table of 8. Who's going to be there? Well, of course, honoring Sarah and Chris Lawson, featuring keynote speaker Gary Rabine, business owner and former candidate for Illinois governor. Honored guests are Dan Ugast, Illinois representative of District 65, and Martin McCullen, Illinois State Representative for District 52. Check out more information by emailing elgingopsalute@gmail.com. That's October 2nd over at the Holiday Inn at 495 Airport Road. The 59th Annual Salute Dinner for the Elgin Township Republicans. When we come back, we've got more news, including Moms for Liberty activist teacher, their call for dismissal, and District 300 board president faces backlash, both for their comments on Charlie Kirk. We'll be right back here on the WRMN 10 o'clock news.
I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley. This update brought to you by Sky Rizzi. Former Illinois Governor Jim Edgar, a popular two-term Republican credited with guiding the state into a period of greater financial stability in the 90s, died Sunday, according to his family. He was 79 years old. His family said Edgar died from complications related to his treatment for pancreatic cancer. He publicly disclosed his cancer diagnosis earlier this year. A federal judge is temporarily keeping in place measures preventing the Trump administration from deporting Guatemalan migrant children in government custody. The Saturday decision keeps the government from removing Guatemalan children who came to the U.S. alone and are currently living in government shelters and foster care through September 16th. Judge Timothy Kelly's order said he needed a brief extension to continue to study the issue because up until a hearing last week, the facts of the case were still changing. NASA recently recognized Elgin Community College's excellence in STEM education, awarding a $50,000 grant to lead a robotics competition. The Daily Herald reports the award was secured through the proposal Robotics Rising, ECC's Path to NASA Innovation, written and submitted by Principal Investigator Farah Benani, Dean of Math, Science, and Engineering at ECC, positioning ECC as one of only 30 institutions nationwide to receive this highly competitive recognition. Notably, ECC is the only community college in Illinois to achieve this honor, joining the University of Illinois Chicago as the state's only other recipient. The achievement underscores ECC's pivotal role in advancing STEM innovation and education, standing alongside leading institutions across the country. A traffic stop uncovered a Glock handgun and loaded magazines, leading to the arrest of a documented gang member in Aurora. At around 5:45 p.m. September 9th, officers stopped a Chevy Silverado on Southwest Street after seeing the driver commit a non-moving violation. During the stop, officers saw a loaded drum-style magazine in plain view on the center console, and the driver, Marcos Garcia of Aurora, was taken into custody. I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
When you bundle renters and auto with Progressive, you can save while protecting your most valuable possessions, like your priceless vinyl collection. Sure, you sleep on a futon because the money most people would have spent on a bed you spent on more records. But forget the fact that you can stream just about any song ever created for a few dollars a month. No, you need to listen to music in the most difficult way possible. So go ahead and get Progressive so you can save while protecting the things that matter to you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
At Britain's Touchless Car Wash, they know life gets busy. That's why they're here 24/7 to keep your car looking spotless, fast, and easy. Their advanced brush-free wash technology delivers a sparkling clean without a single scratch, because they treat your car like it's their own. Here's the best part. Right now, you can get a free car wash just for joining their text club. It's simple. Just text BRITT to 30400, and your first wash is on them. Britain's Touchless Car Wash has two convenient locations, 1923 Larkin Avenue in Elgin and 555 Willow in West Dundee. They're proud to keep your car clean while giving back to our community. Text BRITT to 30400. That's BRITT to 30400. Now for your free car wash. And see why Britain's Touchless Car Wash is the fast, gentle, and reliable choice.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast. Today, sunny with a high near 83, with temperatures falling to around 80 in the afternoon. This afternoon, sunny with temperatures around 80. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 58. Tomorrow, sunny with a high near 83, and mostly clear tomorrow night with a low around 59. Currently, it is 75 with clear skies. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use? Now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu.
It worked for me, and I know it can work for you.
This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
Welcome back to the WRMN 10 o'clock news. My name is Dennis Green. This is from the Washington Post. Robert Redford, an actor whose beach god looks and subtle magnetism in films such as Book Cassidy and The Sundance Kid and All the President's Men, made him one of the biggest movie stars of all time, but who forged an even more profound legacy in cinema as a patron saint of American independent film, has died at his home near Provo, Utah. He was 89. His death was announced in a statement by publicist Cindy Berger, who did not cite a cause. Since 1981, Mr. Redford had been president and founder of Sundance Institute in Park City, Utah. He said his arts colony was not about, quote, insurgents coming down from the mountain to attack the mainstream, but about broadening the very concept of mainstream. Sundance provided a vital platform for two generations of outside-the-system filmmakers, from Quentin Tarantino to Ava DuVernay, who were embraced by ticket buyers and studios and helped enlarge the definition of commercial fare in a risk-averse industry. This might have seemed unlikely quest for Robert Redford, whose square jaw, blue eyes, and sun-dappled hair projected an almost blinding beauty that made him Hollywood symbol for 5 decades. He became one of the most popular and highly paid actors in the world. His audience reveled in his romantic chemistry with Meryl Streep and Barbra Streisand, and his romantic banter with Paul Newman and Dustin Hoffman. From inauspicious upbringing, he ran with suburban gangs and drank his way out of college before finding focus in the adrenaline rush of acting. Robert Redford also achieved success as a producer, Oscar-winning director, environmental activist, and entrepreneur. Privately, he nursed a temperament that could be mercurial, aloof, and in harmony with what Alan Pakula, director of All the President's Men, once called a rebel heart beating under his glossy surface. Redford remained essentially a loner who craved the solitude of his wilderness home in Utah and pushed 120 miles per hour on the open highway in his Porsche. He described his acting and other endeavors as a search for himself and for meaningful connection with others. Robert Redford will be missed. To read more, visit Adam Bernstein's report from the Washington Post. Returning back here to the Fox River Valley, restaurateurs to open the Guild in Wheaton. Eric Schlickman never seemed to run out of ideas for downtown Wheaton. The architect turned restaurateur converted a former auto repair shop into 302 Wheaton, a burger place and outdoor family hangout with picnic tables and vacation vibes. Schlickman also has created dough and the backyard behind it, rolling out pizza, hosting game watches, and creating another downtown gathering place. And you can credit Schlickman and his buddies for saving Shane's Deli in the old Cock Robin. Executive Director of Downtown Wheaton Association, Allison Orr, says, Eric is one of what we love to call our serial entrepreneurs. So we love working with Eric and seeing what's next for him. And he always does an exceptional job and is really tuned into the community, the Wheaton community. And what's needed and what's missing here. Schlickman is teaming up with Bob Davidson, the owner of Blackberry Market in Glen Ellen, to answer what's next. The Guild. It's expected to offer counter service for breakfast, transition to lunch menu, and then serve both small and shareable dishes for dinner in a historic Front Street building with an outdoor patio. Orr said, maintaining the integrity of the lot of these buildings he opened business in is really important to him. And we're grateful for that too, because you're able to hang out to parts of that history and what people remember from their childhood growing up in Wheaton, but also making it modern and something that really applicable to our community today. Schlickman and Davidson see the Guild as more than a restaurant in the space previously occupied by Maypole, Emmett's Brewing Company, and the bank. Schlickman said, books will be sold there, but it will also be a place where you can dine and also hold various events kind of surrounded by bookcases. There certainly is demand for spaces for birthday parties, showers, and other events that aren't necessarily to the degree of a wedding, Orr said. People want to be social and they want to gather, so giving people an opportunity for things to do in downtown Wheaton is great, and we're happy to welcome more of that. What's for breakfast? Well, Davidson's Blackberry Market is known for its pillowy cinnamon rolls and cinnamon roll rounds. Schlickman recently told the city's liquor commission, we obviously have multiple full-service restaurants for breakfast in Wheaton. There's, I think, an opportunity for a more quick-service restaurant. So, coffee, espresso, other coffee drinks in the morning, but then also croissants, breakfast sandwiches, yogurt parfaits, oatmeals, and then maybe on the weekends, looking at like a brunch menu. Wheaton has a, quote by Orr, ton of amazing restaurants in downtown, but we have very few that do a quick serve, grab and go kind of thing. She said on Monday, we have some exciting things on the horizon for downtown in terms of perhaps some additional office space and some additional bigger business coming in. So we want to make sure that we can serve all of the employees and those offices. And I think having an additional grab and go option really, really hits the nail on the head. Suburban, a private craft cocktail lounge, will remain as is in the lower level, as it did when the previous Maypole restaurant and the same Front Street building. Jim Koziak, Wheaton's planning, said Jim Koziak, Wheaton's planning and economic development director said, they hope to open before the end of the year. To read about more, again, follow the Daily Herald, covering all kinds of local things here in the Fox River Valley. The WRMN 10 o'clock news will return after this with a teacher that Moms for Liberty are saying needs to be dismissed, along with the District 300 board president who's facing backlash for both of their comments on Charlie Kirk. I'm Dennis Green. The news will be back after this.
Hey, have you heard of what's happening in Hampshire this September?
You mean America's First Responders Fest? Oh yeah, it's going to be huge.
That's right. Saturday, September 20th from 1 to 6 p.m., downtown Hampshire will be alive with music, food, and fun, all to honor our incredible first responders.
And we're not just talking about police and fire. This celebration includes nurses, EMTs, and everyone who's the backbone of emergency services.
And we here at WRMN will be broadcasting live, plus stage presentations and a special first responders recognition ceremony.
And check out this entertainment lineup. Rick Lindy and the Wild Ones, Mixed Company Band, and Canyon Arrow Light featuring Tim and Joe.
And don't forget that classic car show presented by Gilbert's Eagles Club 1047, along with vendor booths, food trucks, and plenty of kids' activities. For more information, give us a call here at WRMN's office line. That's 847-741-7700. Or check out our website at WRMN1410.com.
We hope to see you there.
A recent Gallup poll indicated that 38% of Americans are putting off health care because of financial concerns, the highest ever recorded. I'm Dr. Bob Martin, here to serve you every Sunday afternoon from 1 to 4. Millions of Americans are seeking health advice that will not cost an arm and a leg, so I offer health tips and advice absolutely free. Listen to my show, Sunday afternoons from 1 to 4 right here on WRMN, AM 1410 and 96.7 FM, the voice of the Valley.
Did you get a call or message that mentioned Social Security that made you feel threatened or scared? That is not the Social Security Administration. Social Security will not threaten you, press you for personal information, or demand instant payment. Social Security does not accept payments by gift card, prepaid debit card, internet currency, or by mailing cash. Criminals use these forms of payment because they are hard to trace. Don't fall for it. Hang up, ignore them. Report this criminal activity to oig.ssa.gov.
Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Welcome back to the WRMN 10 o'clock news. I'm Dennis Green. It's currently 77 degrees here in the Fox River Valley. Today we're going to have sunny skies and a high of 84, low of 56. It looks like we've now got some more sun through Thursday. Both highs of tomorrow and Thursday coming up at 86, with partly cloudy and a little bit lower at 80 for the high on Friday. A conservative group wants Buffalo Grove teacher fired over Kirk remarks. A Spanish teacher in Killdeer Countryside Elementary, District 96, is facing calls for her dismissal over social media comments she made about political activist Charlie Kirk. The Lake County chapter of Moms for Liberty urged its social media followers to attend Tuesday's school board meeting in the Buffalo Grove-based district to express their views. The group also pointed out that Twin Groves middle school teacher Caroline Pinta is the sponsor of, quote, an acceptance club at the school. Pinta also is the director of Pinta Pride Project, which organizes Buffalo Grove's annual Pride Parade. The Moms for Liberty message suggests parents with children in Pinta's class, quote, ensure they are no longer in that class unless a different teacher is put there. The message reads, foreign language in middle school is optional, so this should not be difficult to resolve. If the school gives you our difficult time insists. You're the guardian. A study hall could be offered until a replacement teacher is in place, the message reads. Pinta on school media criticized an online petition asking that Northwest Suburban High School District 214 honor Kirk, who graduated from Wheeling High School. She wrote, I despise Charlie Kirk and all he stands for, but I believe he has the right to live. It's the guns. She had written it on September 10th. Pinta said when asked about the post, of course, like most people in America who do social media, I did post about Charlie Kirk, and it did clearly state that he did not deserve to die. I vehemently disagree with everything he stood for, but gun violence is an issue. Pinta is confident in her district's support for free speech and does not believe her job is in jeopardy. She said, my school district is wonderful, and they protect the First Amendment speech of their teachers. She also said that she does politically outside of school has nothing to do with her job. My job as a Spanish teacher is all I do in my district. As for the acceptance club, she says she runs that with a co-sponsor and says, every school in the area, you're going to find one. a gay-straight alliance of some sort to support both students who are questioning, who are part of the community, and their allies. Penta said she's not planning to attend Tuesday's school board meeting and isn't aware of any organized support on her behalf. We go on to District 300, where the temperature is a bit stronger and higher because District 300 board president faces backlash over social media posts following Charlie Kirk's death. Some parents in Algonquin-based community unit District 300 are calling for the school board's president to step down following a social media post after Charlie Kirk's death. School board president Nancy Zettler posted a Facebook message on Wednesday, the day Charlie Kirk was killed. Her message shared a post from a fellow Democrat that focuses on a theme of empathy. Even one disagrees with another's political views. In introducing the post, Zettler wrote, "The first thing I thought when I heard this today was karma is an expletive. Then I read this. The author, Qasim Rashid, says it best. Parents say it was disturbing and insensitive for Zettler to say her initial reaction to Kirk's death was karma. Linda Prestita, a parent, said she felt compelled to put her negativity out first. That's coming from her. She should step down." The Daily Herald reached by phone Sunday night. Zettler declined to comment. As of Monday afternoon, Zettler's comments remained on Facebook. Prestia was among 60 people who protested Monday morning outside the District 300 administration building in Algonquin. The group also took their protest to the intersection of Harnish Drive and Randall Road. Former District 300 candidate Lori Parman also demanded board members who liked Zettler's post to step down. Parman said to the protesters, "If you liked Nancy's little number that she put online, you need to go." Across the country, people face backlash from the right for comments deemed offensive during Kirk's murder. Complaints from conservatives about social media posts have resulted in job firings or disciplinary actions. But the controversy in District 300 has prompted school board member Steve Florentino to criticize Zettler's post and to request a special meeting to discuss the matter. As of Monday morning, it had not been scheduled, he said. Florentino wrote on Facebook, "I am disturbed and disgusted at the words recently written by a fellow board member." He assured concerned parents that their, quote, voices will be heard, and he will continue to ask for action. Meanwhile, some parents are defending Zettler. They say Zettler's comments need to be viewed in conjunction with the post she shared. In his post, Rashid extended sympathy to Kirk's family. While he didn't agree with Kirk, Rashid said he was concerned with how the country moves forward in the face of violence. "I am really saddened by the way some people have chosen to distort Miss Zettler's Facebook post," parent Allie McPartland wrote a message to the reporter. "They've chosen to present it out of context and frame it with the goal of weaponizing it. Still, some are calling for the school board to investigate Zettler's actions and to censure her if she violated board policy. District 300 deserves leaders who unify rather than divide," parent Gina Land wrote in an email to the board. "Until the board demonstrates it chooses inclusiveness and accountability over partisan hostility, the trust placed in by its parents, students, and staff will remain deeply compromised." When we come back, we're going to talk about First Responders Fest and the 79th Annual Salute Dinner. Stick around. More WRMN 10 o'clock news after this.
We are AFGE, the American Federation of Government Employees. We represent 700,000 federal and D.C. government workers who are the vital threads of the fabric of American life. We support our nation's military. We take care of our nation's veterans. We protect our nation's borders. We respond to our nation's crises and natural disasters. We provide services to our nation's seniors. The American Federation of Government Employees. We work for America.
We are AFGE, the American Federation of Government Employees. We represent 700,000 federal and D.C. government workers who are the vital threads of the fabric of American life. We support our nation's military. We take care of our nation's veterans. We protect our nation's borders. We respond to our nation's crises and natural disasters. We provide services to our nation's seniors. The American Federation of Government Employees. We work for America.
Welcome back to the WRMN 10 o'clock news. I just want to let you know we are 4 days, 7 hours, 3 minutes, and 7 seconds away from America's First Responders Fest happening in downtown Hampshire this year from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Rain or shine, Saturday, September 20th. This Hampshire community event is going to recognize first responders. Also, the proceeds are going to go directly to some of our favorite supporting organizations for first responders. That, of course, would be Canines for Vets. We also have the Illinois Peer Support Team for firefighters and police, and True Patriots Care, where you can go to truepatriotscare.com to find out more information on there. So, first responders recognition, also food trucks, kids activities, vendor booths that are all set up in that market style, and the real headline, I mean, of course, other than the first responders, is that classic car show by the Eagles Club, 1047 over at Gilbert's. We'll also have Rick Lindy and the Wild Ones Mixed Company Band and Canyon Arrow Light featuring Tim and Joe. So head on over to WRMN1410.com for more information. You'll find America's First Responders Fest right up there. You can always call for more information, 847-741-7700, or reach out to the information line here on WRMN of info at WRMN1410.com. I'm Dennis Green. That was Matt McNeil. This was Ben, the 10 o'clock news.